Today we're going to talk about the microbiome and cancer. Is there any connection of increasing cancer or decreasing cancer? Well, there sure is. And I think it's a neglected area. When we talk about the immune system, we always talk about the thymus gland, the lymphatic system, but the microbiome has a huge impact over your immune system. Roughly about 70% of your immune system is located in the gut. So, number one, the microbiome, all your friendly bacteria, have a direct anti-cancer effect. They affect the immune system, the innate, which is something you're born with, and the microbiome are chemoprotective, which means that they protect you from cancer. I mean, if you think about when people take antibiotics, taking antibiotics can increase your risk for cancer by almost 20%. Right there, it tells you that the microbiome is very, very important. The next point is this. Your microbiome consume fiber. That's their food. And of course, I recommend that you get it from vegetable fiber, different types of vegetables, because the more variety of vegetables you have, the more diverse the microbiome. But the microbes then give off something called butyrate, which is a type of a fat that has the capacity of decreasing the risk of cancer, even by itself. Number three, 20% of all cancers globally are triggered by pathogens like H. pylori, Epstein-Barr virus, human papillomavirus, as in cervical cancer in women. Part of a big purpose of our microbiome is to limit the amount of pathogens and the overgrowth of certain unfriendly pathogens in our body. People that get outbreaks of H. pylori or Epstein-Barr virus or HPV usually have an issue or problem with the microbiome. Number four, your microbes and butyrate both have an anti-inflammatory effect. And cancer tends to migrate in areas of inflammation. It's kind of like a precursor, and your body kind of will spread in areas of inflammation. This is why cancer tends to metastasize to areas of either old injury or areas that are inflamed. For example, there's certain circumstances where cancer can spread into the area where you had a biopsy needle. The inflammation kind of acts as a magnet to pull the cancer into that area, which is actually very interesting. We talked about butyrate. Butyrate has a real important function of decreasing insulin resistance. And guess what cancer loves to eat? Sugar. The less insulin resistance you have, the less risk factor you have of actually even getting cancer. Butyrate also supports the gut barrier. So that way it will prevent leaky gut, an immune reaction, and inflammation that way as well. Now, to emphasize the importance of the microbiome, there's a couple things you need to know. Number one, if you have constipation, that usually means that your microbiome either is missing to a certain degree, in which case you want to find a really good probiotic that will survive the stomach acidity that can get down into your gut and replenish what you're missing. Number two, prebiotics are important. These are those fibers we talked about. I recommend consuming vegetable for that, or even fermented vegetables like cabbage or kimchi would be great as a prebiotic, because those have both prebiotic fibers as well as a probiotic. Fasting increases the survival of your microbiome, and diversity, which is actually very ironic because you would think it would just do the reverse. And I already mentioned this before, consuming different types of vegetables. Anyway, I wanted to create this video on the importance of microbiome, especially in preventing cancer. So I just spent the last 2 months creating this amazing course called How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. And there's 21 different lessons, and I want to give you this course for free. And the problem I have with giving it free is sometimes people don't value it as much, but I want to get it out there. So I'm just going to give it to you free, and I want to let you know that it's extremely, extremely valuable. Right now, we're in a situation of uncertainty. They're talking about a second wave, and other people are waiting for this miracle vaccine that may be safe. Who knows? It's all unknown. So what is the big elephant in the room? No one is talking about the immune system. They're not emphasizing the most important thing that you can do to bulletproof yourself against viruses and bacteria. So this course is going to lay out things in 21 different lessons. I'm going to teach you very simply what your immune system is and exactly what you can do to strengthen it using natural things. There are 3 requirements. Number 1, I want you to share it very, very widely. Can you imagine if thousands of people had this information to protect themselves? But not only that, getting rid of the fear factor, which I believe is worse than the virus. I mean, when you think about it, it's very similar to someone being bullied in school. As soon as they learn self-defense, they're going to be less adversely affected by these bullies. So why not give you the information on your immune system so you know what to do to protect yourself? You see a lot of people that are scared. I see them when I exercise, like in the park. They're wearing a mask while they're exercising or walking by themselves. Or in a car, they're wearing a mask and a shield. So please share this course with everyone you know. If you want to help someone, this is the best way to help them, to give them the knowledge of how to strengthen their immune system. We want this to go viral in a healthy way. All right, number 2, be active on your course and actually complete the course, okay? Take your time, really learn the information. There's questions that you're going to have to answer, but stick with it. And number 3, send me your success when you complete the course. And sometimes when I talk to people, they end the conversation with, be safe. And I thought to myself, what does that mean, be safe? Well, wear the mask and also avoid getting too close to people, right? Well, that's cool, but what about strengthening the immune system? That way you could be not just safe, but you could be very, very smart, because the missing link is a strong immune system. That gives you the ultimate protection. I really believe that the best thing that we can do, both you and I, to help people is to spread this out and get everyone to know this information. And here's what I came up with. For the top 3 people that share this course with the most people, I'm going to give them a 1-hour, one-on-one video consult with Dr. Berg, myself. And we can talk about anything, or your health, or whatever. And then for the top 100 people that share this course, I'm going to give this group video access to a very special webinar that's going to be live on a topic that I can't necessarily do in a YouTube video because it'll be taken down, but just realize it's going to be some very powerful information that you're going to learn that's going to really help you and people around you. Sorry to give you that mystery, but unfortunately, social media is filtering out certain topics right now. And the top 100 will also get access to my virtual Keto Summit at the end of August. Last point, to get access to this information, you have to have Messenger. Now, some of you don't use Messenger, and unfortunately, everything is set up on Messenger. So I would recommend signing up on Messenger, and if you don't want to continue to use it after the course, just opt out. I think you're really going to enjoy this course. I put a lot of time into it. The information is down below, and spread the word.